Elder Group Tahoe Real Estate is located in Truckee, California, and we're proudly associated with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. So let's talk about Q1 23 and what happened at Donner Lake. Buyers wanted to come up and ski, and there was a snowstorm. The next weekend, buyers wanted to come up and ski, and there was another snowstorm. Then finally, buyers could make it up to ski and shop for real estate, except houses were buried in snow. And we had very constrained inventory. So for the highest level of snowfall in really 100 years here in the Truckee area, inventory was clearly affected. Sellers that we're representing, for example, and Elder Group carries some of the largest inventory supplies here. We held back listings because it was so difficult to get to these houses, and really we didn't want our sellers to have days on market when the house couldn't be shown. And so there's pent-up seller demand to come to market. There's also obviously pent-up buyer demand to come and buy a property. Now that, coupled with stabilizing interest rates that we're expecting over the next quarter and releases of this inventory that we didn't release in the wintertime, is really going to create the perfect storm for both sellers and buyers. And the interest rates are going to be the cream on the top because we're seeing softening and very aggressive loan programs happening right now. So if you're considering buying, you want to come up, and if you're a seller, now's the time to start thinking seriously about calling me, Allison Elder, to list your property here in Truckee, Tahoe. Now, what actually happened statistically at Donner Lake? Well, the median price point went up 17.2% to $1.260 million, with an average list price of $2.509, and that was an increase of 47.1%. There were some expensive houses that listed around the lake in Q1. The average sold price was $2.553. That's almost an all-time record, and increased 43% over same period in 2022. The highest sold property was a whopping $5.5 million at Donner Lake. That was up 31.3%. But interestingly enough, in the whole winter, because of all those variables that I shared with you earlier, only 3 houses sold at Donner Lake compared to 4 in the same period of 2022. The list to sales price was over list at 101.7%. And the interesting thing is the square foot pricing is going up at the lake. It's up at $1,247 per square foot. So if you're thinking about Donner Lake and a purchase this summer or listing your property, now's the time to get serious. If you'd like to learn more, check out our website at eldergrouptahoe.com.